People, let's see how this works today. Everything's just going completely different, it seems. So bear with me as I attempt to set up this whole space. Is anyone else having like technology issues? I'm just curious. You can let me know in the comments. But yeah, welcome to the Moonday Live. We're gonna connect to the energies for this week and see what other fun magical things want to show up. So if you're new here, if you're returning, welcome. What basically happens is like we'll have time later on, like kind of like the halfway point of the hour or so, to do personal card pulls. So if you would like cards pulled for yourself, you can let me know in the comments, and hopefully I will be able to see it all. And yeah, let's tune in though. Let's tune in with the breath, tune in with our present moment. And you can have your eyes opened or closed, however that works for you. And just noticing your body here. It's noticing it sitting, standing, wherever it is that you are. Noticing your body in relation to the space of the room you find yourself in. Noticing your body in relation to the sounds in the room that you're in. And all the sounds that might be coming from outside of the room, from outside, street. And then noticing the lights, the sights, even from behind closed eyelids. Perhaps you start to see the senses kind of merging where sound becomes sight, becomes taste, or however it is for you. Just noticing the connection. We all have a unique way in which we can translate energy. And magic, in my opinion, is learning your way to interpret that. So what is showing up for you in this moment in connection to the sounds, the sights, the smells, the tastes, the feels? And we're going to drop down now into the womb space. So this is the energetic womb space, your center of gravity, just below the navel. Just tuning into that space. Imagining even a ball of light there if it helps you to connect more deeply to that part of your body. It's in this place that we can come from a sense of power, personal power. It's also our intuition, so the inner voice that can guide and support you. Just breathing into that place of your womb. And if you are new here, that might seem weird, but this womb space really truly is our power place. Men, women, all people have this space, a center of gravity. So tuning in through your awareness here, awakening that, awakening your ability to hear your inner voice as we go through this time together and throughout the whole week and beyond. So what message is your womb holding for you today? And how can you see the energy strands, the information and communication coming for you in all the beautiful ways that your life path has in store? Calling your guides, your ancestors, those beings that wish to support you through this process. May you open your heart and allow them to bless you. And on your next inhale, you can open your eyes, returning to the space. And yeah, ooh, let's get into the energetic reading, collective reading for this week. Hi, Jessica. Hi, nice to see you. Yeah, I'm just holding these cards and I'm seeing, my sister sent me this video. It's like an optical illusion where the guy like wrote something on the cards and then he did this really cool shuffling trick, like the perfect shuffle, and by the end he spelt out the words unshuffled. It was really quite fabulous. So for whatever reason, I'm being called to share that with you. So for this February 26th to March 3rd, what is the energy for us collectively? You know, it's almost like there's a sense of like, what does an illusion look like for each of us? We have the cave card, which is a root chakra card. Give us one more of these cards and we'll pull the tarot. Hey, Tammy. Ooh, nice to see you. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, happy Monday. So we have the cave card and we have the journey card, and it's interesting because it's like they're two opposing kind of energies. So I'm feeling kind of like they need to be like the two options, okay? Because again, with an illusion, with how we perceive life, there's well, I mean, there's more than just two, but if we think about life as a game, a binary game, ones and zeros, you know, it's either one or it's zero. So what are you choosing? Is it yes or is it no in your life? Hey, Andrew. Yeah. I hope this is the start of a great week. Yeah. I'm going to say I listened to some of your music. I didn't get to listen to the full album just yet, Andrew, but yes, thank you for that. Oh. You can feel free to share your details here if you want. I won't put you on the spot though if I didn't already. I might have, sorry. Super cool to engage with other people's creative ventures. So, you know, if there's anything that you want to share, even in these communities, something that you're offering or doing, please do. Okay, so let's pull some cards for the cave side, this cave side, this hermiting, isolated energy of, okay, of being kind of within, of maybe choosing, I want to say, to isolate, of being on your own. Okay. Okay. So we have I'm just going to speak it. I will show it as well. So for the cave, we have the two of discs. I think it's the Lord of Harmonious Change or something. See, I'm kind of getting some places here. And then we have the 5 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. So for journey, let's see what journey brings on. Okay. Oh, this is so fascinating. We have 2 king cards already for the journey, okay? Like, I don't even really know what this means, but it's exciting because, yeah. Oh, Andrew says, my Instagram is a lot of rough drafts right now. I'm trying to break out of a dry spell. Okay, I hear that. I hear that. Well, and perhaps this is part of this collective reading. The kind of what the words that you're using there and what I'm seeing here with the cards. So we have the cave as like, you know, our 0 and 1 binary kind of code of what we get to choose. And, you know, just like in any program on a computer, both of those numbers are absolutely necessary. So like a dry spell, you know, a lack of creative initiative or the creative spark, or, you know, maybe we feel like things just continually aren't showing up the way we need to. This is in a way the 0. It's like the point, I want to say, non-movement. And it's necessary because what happens within this cave, okay? I mean, we know there's so many things that happen when we go through isolation, when we go through periods of that self-development and growth, okay? And a huge part of that is tied to these cards. So we have two cards, two of discs, two of swords. So very much tied to the place of where wisdom's coming through. The interesting thing too, we talked about the two of discs, and the whole concept with the two with Chokmah, the second sphere on the tree of life, that place of wisdom, that it's in that place of wisdom that there comes this place of balance, of power, because we have the energy at the top and it's there, but once the second comes, the second sphere forms, then there's a balance. There's a balance that happens. So what's happening here in this cave place, with these dry spells, with these feelings maybe where it's just pause, is you guys have like really been coming into a place of power. Okay? It's been this balancing, because without the two discs here, right? This infinity sign, this dance, I want to say, of life would not be able to happen. Okay? Oh, my coffee. Thank you. And then here too, with the two of swords, it's like, I mean, you could hold one sword, but that would be kind of awkward. Think about the power that comes when you hold two like this, when there's a balance of that power between both sides. So this is kind of something that's been coming and happening, I guess, for yourselves, in terms of like this choice. So you can continue to develop this through the isolation period, through the sense of like just pausing. And I want to say here with the Five of Cups, that's also there. It's interesting. We have the Five of Cups, there's sorrow, like we could see that dry spell. We could see the pause as like, oh my gosh, like this is not good. Look at the things they've spilled. It just hasn't worked out or whatever. And then yet behind are the two cups. Again, two, something about the power. So what is the power that's been behind you from this place of being in a bit of isolation, but also this period of growth? And you get to choose. I feel like really this week, it's like we're being told, well, you can continue to choose this zero, this cave. Okay. But and perhaps many of you will. Hi, David. Hi, nice to have you here. Maybe many of you will. And that's fine. We had like 2 feet of snow. I would turn the camera around. I don't know, but that might give me my location away, which is weird. I'm in Edmonton, so there's lots of snow. That's all you need to know. But like 2 feet of snow. And I feel like it's probably ideal to just hibernate because of the natural part. And yet something's going to be calling. This drive for this journey, this movement from the cave, this movement with the one, like, it's not the zero anymore. There's a transition here. There's like a step, okay, in a certain direction. And this is scary. This might have some of you feeling a little like upset in your tummies, okay? That's okay. I want to just invite you to breathe into that feeling, because what do we have, around here? Oh, beautiful. It's actually also kind of in a way the same with the two. The two is Chokmah, the second sphere. It also relates to the King cards. And we have here the King of Wands and the King of Cups. So what this is going to show you, if you choose to take this direction and whatever it is, maybe spending a bit of time in reflection of the power that you have gained, okay? And see yourself as sitting on the throne of your ability to maintain this next level of your emotional self, and also the next level of I want to say what you know, but it's also here this action. Like you've gained fire, you've gained power behind you. And now it's like, can you embrace this and see yourself on the throne? Because we also have here with the Journey card, the Wheel of Fortune. So to me, this is like beautiful. It's beautifully said. How can we tune into this place? And both of these kings, both of them on their thrones of wisdom, gray Chokmah wisdom, right? Connected to this sense of power, of inner knowing, of being able to see, because they're both looking off into like the distance. They can kind of see what maybe even is on this path. So we're going to pull some cards, maybe just kind of clarifying some of this. I feel like last week he had stuff around the voice. This is at the bottom of the deck, so I just want to point that out. What's the question that I wish to ask here? Let's just see if what's going on from like a healing perspective that might be kind of preventing or holding many of you back from wanting to do this like whole journey process, okay? Besides the fear, what else is there? Hey, Craven Moorhead. Yeah, nice to see you here. Okay. So we have the growth card. So perhaps we have a fear of growth. Whatever that is, just inviting you to breathe that in. Complacency. We're going to do one more. Okay, so this is kind of interesting because it's like, you know, if you've done any like entrepreneurial things or taking courses around that, even self-development, there is this whole idea of, you know, like we have the fear of failure, and then there's also the fear of success. There's the fear of growth. There's the fear of really maintaining something so big and great. I think this has to do with the power again, being able to embrace this power, that we found balance, right? But now here we are, if we choose the journey and being the king, being the authority, there can be this fear of the growth, you know, oh my gosh, like if I, you know, actually do maintain this level of like artistic creativity or produce such and such and such, you know, I'm going to use the like album music or maintain a certain level of like workload, I guess I want to say. How can I maintain that? You know, will I be able to maintain it and be okay with the growth of it? And that in itself, that place of like, well, if you have gained the growth on it through your journey, then you obviously are capable of having it. So stop, I guess really want to say here, stop like letting yourself be where it seems like you're playing small because of the fear of the growth, okay? We also have two red cards. We have complacency and discovery here. So I think what this is really saying here is this area of the fear of the growth where you want to continue on your journey. It's like, I mean, the woman here is among very barren trees and the leaves and all that stuff. It's like, you know, and it's also because it's kind of like the season. There's a season for it. And look how her aura is red and expanding beyond her. Okay, so seeing this as like this too, this complacency. Again, this isn't a damning, like, why have you just been small? Because we do it for a reason, again, so that we can come into a place of power. So we can recognize our shadow and do the work. But it's like now this aura has expanded so much that have you actually discovered and allowed yourself to see what wants to be seen? Spirit, I think, is really like yelling at many of you to be like, yo, like, this is what it is. This is the theme in your life. This is what wants the healing so that the new growth can come through and you can really shine as your like galactic self is the word I want to say. Your true self. Oh, we got so much stuff around wisdom here, you guys. Chokmah, the second sphere. We got here too, like the owl, which to me is a lot around wisdom. Coffee break. So for any of you just tuning in, like this is the collective reading. You might want to go back and watch this. We're going to have a chance for personal card pulls too in a moment here. I don't think we'll be keeping this too long. No, I'm not going to pull this. Let's pull one of these. So what is this that you are being called to see? Okay. What is this where you've now been in the pause, this aura of like development, the red being the root chakra, the growth even. There's something in your red auric field. So we're going to just imagine here this auric field around you. So you can imagine your body, see now about a foot, like just past your body, this red energetic field. Again, this picture for kind of an explanation. Perhaps you imagine this red color encircling your entire body. And from a collective sense, we just send that to all those, that red, really brightening that red energy. Because now we're going to tune into that red energetic field. So just breathing, just noticing what you notice. we're going to ask Spirit, ask your guides, your ancestors to give you a discovery of something that's in this field that might, you know, be something you need to know so that you can take these next steps in your journey. What is that, Spirit? Make it an answer just intuitively. I'm going to pull a card here as well. I know one flipped. I haven't got two flipping anymore. So just continuing to imagine that red auric field around you, and it's brightening. It's getting more deep, dark, like a deep scarlet. Okay. We have the water element here. We're going to call to that water element now to kind of wash and bathe your auric field, to bathe your body for this healing, this purification process. So just imagining water now, kind of just pouring like a waterfall, maybe even gently or gushing, however you wish to imagine it, all through your auric field. And there's a teardrop on this woman's face because of the complacency. So whatever the grief might be around this that you hold around your journey, around not taking the steps next, etc., just letting this water emotion be what it wants to be, even if there's emotions that show up for you. Really your spirit saying like you are exactly where you need to be. You're exactly where you need to be. So whatever this grief, this sadness is, let this water purify, cleanse your red auric field, that of your physical body, your most material sense of your existence. Thank you, water. We're just going to call to the divine name of the water element, Shaddai El Chai. Shaddai El Chai. Shaddai El Chai. Shaddai El Chai. That right there. So whatever is shifted for you, now we're going to call on that element of the sun. This little insight of like, oh yeah, it's the spark of the divine, the sun in the east, in the shamanic work, this place of the brilliance of spirit, calling in that golden energy of sun. You can imagine the sunlight shining now onto you, onto your auric field, blessing you with this energy. It says this golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. Fortune, what is that? Fortune means like the gods are on your side. There's like this power behind you. It's supporting you. The sun, the ultimate light. It is there shining upon you, Ra. So we call to the sun element, the sun, fire element, this golden light to shine into your auric field. Brightening not just your auric field, but also this journey, this path that you were taking forward to the wheel of fortune, you know, this life path where you are stepping really fully into your power, allowing yourself to grow. It's feeling that element of the sun. We're going to call to the divine name of the sun, the sphere, Tiferet. The divine name is Yod He Vav He Eloah Vada'at. Yod He Vav He Eloah Vada'at. Breathing that into your heart. Yod He Vav He Eloah Vada'at. Yod Imagining the sun, whichever direction, wherever it is, blessing you, radiating through your heart. And breathing deep into your heart space. Oh, and letting it go. We're going to pull a collective Angels of Abundance card for everyone. And then we're going to get into the personal card pulls. So if you'd like one, you can let me know in the comments. If I'm jumping around from people, it's just because members of the community do get kind of first step requests for the card pulls, like personal card pulls. So if you'd like to join that, there's a join button. You just click the join button. It's cool. And we have lots of fun things happening, especially for March. Because guess what, folks? I've decided I'm not like, I got to just slow down in certain areas of my life and put more attention and focus. You know, why be scared of the growth again? Why be scared of the growth? So let's see what can happen. So 2 of the collective cards, we got 2 of them here for the Angels of Abundance for the collective reading. Successful funding and ask for your needs to be met. Okay? So if there's something that you need, the angels and God can come to aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. Again, choice is ones and zeros, ones and zeros. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. So if there's something that you need, how can you ask? And then successful funding, good news, because this is something that's been on my mind, so I'm happy to see it. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into a reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to you. So calling these in for you, whoever you are, wherever you're watching from, you know, sun's moving west, east, north, south, wherever it is that you find yourself on this planet. I'm happy to have you here joining in. And yeah, Spirit wants to support you as you make this choice decision to remain in your cave or to continue on this journey and really embody this growth and discovery for yourself of life. Ooh, fun. Okay. So let's go into the personal card pulls. If anyone would like a card pulled, you can let me know. Craven Moorhead, you said I am, so I'm not really sure what you mean by that. But yeah, let me know, how's your week been? The start of your week, folks. What's on your heart? What's on your mind? You know, what things are alive for you? What do you wish was different? Maybe. That's okay too, you know? We're allowed to have these desires. We'll pull some cards for people who would like. Okay, David, I think you're asking that you want cards pulled. So until I see any other clear requests for card pulls, I'm going to start with you, David Morrow. So let's do this thing. Yeah, nice to have you here. Hey, Deb. Nice to see you, too. Oh, got paper and pen. I'm going to write down the orders in which we are doing this. So we got David, Deb. Okay. Maybe Craven, Moorhead. I'm not sure. Let's do this thing. So for this week for you, David Morrow. Tomorrow. Have you ever seen that movie, Annie? And maybe not. Didn't they like redo that movie with what's his name? Oh, what's his name? Jamie Foxx, right? He's pretty talented, I suppose. I saw him in this. What I really liked him in that movie, The Soloist. If you ever saw that movie, I did the play in elementary school. Cool. Oh, interesting. What role did you play? What character? if I even know all the characters. Maybe there's something from your childhood here. Some, everything. This is about, I was teaching Reiki this weekend, and it's like, how do we know what we say? And like, how do we do what we do? Hey, Tammy. Yeah. You too, Tammy. Oh, I gotta see if I can do this thing for you, Tammy. Anyways, how do we trust? How do we trust what's going on in our soul, and like in spirit? And I think what I'm getting at here, David, is like sometimes we don't really know if we can trust our intuition, but this is about learning what's coming through you. And like just like me seeing your name, hearing that song, then like singing it and sharing it, and then you being thrown back, if I want to use that term, to elementary school in which you were in a play. This to me is magic. This is intuition. So if you're on a journey of like learning to tap into your intuitive gifts, really hear that recognition that it's okay when, the times you've gotten it wrong, it wasn't necessarily wrong, okay? It was just you learning certain processes, because again, we need this like contrast to be able to really step into growth, okay? I forgot, the class sang it. Okay. Childhood memories. I had the song in my head recently. Oh, you had the Annie song in your head. Is that what you mean? Because that would be really weird and cool. It seems to me, because you have two cards here that have the swords. You have the Page of Swords. Okay. This to me is bringing up that youthful appearance, because we'd have the Page of Swords and we'd have the King of Swords after, right? It's like the developed aspect is how I want to word that. And you also have the Four of Swords. So it's like laying something to rest through forgiveness, I'm hearing, because of his hands here. So what about these childhood memories have you been reviewing consciously or unconsciously? And there's an attachment that seems to be showing up for you. This is why we have the Devil card. The Devil card represents attachments, and it's also the letter Ayin, which means the eye. So there's something here for you to see. What are the attachments? So if there are addictions or things like this, it is tied most likely to something around like childhood. And there's something here that you're being called to put to rest so that you can develop through this this like up leveling of your cognition, of your thought process. Okay, let's put one of these. Attached to my ex. Okay. Oh yeah. This is like a twin flame sort of experience for you, David. Then, it could be challenging. Okay. Let's see. You have the renewal card here, so root chakra. So something new is coming to fruition for you. You need to let go, stop manifesting the past. Well, and I don't think it's necessarily even that you need to stop. Like, the past is teaching us, It's teaching us. And you know what I'm going to invite you to do? If you have a journal or you keep track of like your thoughts somehow, I'm going to invite you to like go back. I just wrote this on Instagram, and like I'm amazed, you guys, at how this works. But going back to your journal like a year from today. So what's today? The 26th of February. If you have any documentation of thoughts in that, go back there and see what you wrote. See what's there, because, maybe you might see like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in the same pattern. But yet you are transitioning, you are growing. And as we come into March, actually, with, the solstice equinox, like you're going to be developing some new way of being. So let's pull one of these chakra cards. And to let go and stop manifesting past, exactly, at least her. I had a dream book, but it got outrageous. Okay. Hey, Jessica, for sure. I'm going to write your name down here. Once you pull this card. I literally put this card, it came out and it was right underneath the swords. Four swords. So David, Morrow, you know, for yourself around this attachment, the thoughts are coming because forgiveness work needs to come up for you. You need to do forgiveness stuff. That's what it's saying. That's going to be the huge, biggest part for you to step into something new. This card. And like when you can do this forgiveness, so if there's things like Ho'oponopono, the Hawaiian forgiveness technique, it's I love you, I'm sorry, I forgive you, I really thank you, I love you, you know, this practice of reviewing the past and letting it go, letting it go, letting it go, laying it to rest is going to really be probably a little emotional, but it's going to have so much benefit on your life. You have here the abracadabra with wings. So really what I'm seeing here is you just really taking off, David Morrow, with, you know, from this place of growth and renewal when you've done this forgiveness work. So whatever that might be like for you. Is there anything else that we need to say here? David, like, you know, this card of the devil, this representation of darkness has oftentimes scared many people. I want you to know that like the life experiences, even the dark times, as difficult as they might be, they also have a brilliance to them. They're so necessary. They're just the opposing energy, okay, for your reality to manifest the way it needs to. So through this forgiveness, maybe even asking these parts of the past to show you the light in the dark, okay? Because this Ayin, the eye, which is the devil card, what is it that wants to be seen? You need to look at it, look at yourself honestly, look at your ex honestly, I guess, or whatever the scenarios are that are coming up for you. Okay, each scenario, look at it from a very third person perspective, not with all the gunk that comes from our humanness. Not that it's bad, it's just it can stop us from seeing. And trust me, I know. Okay, David. Hope that makes sense. Thank you for being here. Maybe we'll see you again in the future. You can subscribe. Mind you, I think I've seen you here before. It's probably been a while. Okay, Deb, I think you're next. Let's pull some cards for Deb. Check off my little list here, you guys. Keep myself organized. Like, anyways. Deb. Let's see, Deb. Yeah, you have. I thought I've seen you before. You're welcome, David. Yeah, take care. Stick around if you like. We'll be closing off. It's up to you. Okay. Deb. I feel like you've come on here before and then my throat. So what's there like you need to say? It's like you're not saying something. And it's feeling like heavy in the heart. Deb. What cards want to show up for Deb today? Tarot, you can reveal yourselves. Oh, we got the Page of Swords again. You guys are so connected, okay? Can we just speak to that? Like, how many times has this happened? In the last several weeks, the last month for sure, I've noticed it way more where, I realized that too, coughing when you do my reads. Yeah, what is up with that? Interesting. I feel like there's stuff like clearing here, but I'm definitely feeling it more like, you know what it feels like? Kind of like when I had COVID, you know? And to me, there's this grief aspect to COVID, to the lungs. So that's what it feels like. Okay, what's the other card for Deb here? Oh, there's one in here turned. Okay. Oh, the Page of Cups. Okay, well, there's our emotionality. We're going to put that little deck away. Oh, look at these guys, Deb. They're just like so cute. They're like the adolescent teen, like the teen bopper or whatever. Like sometimes it feels like, oh, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna do it. And like, teens, they like it's like they don't really know anything. Think about when you were a teen. Like, really, what did you know? But you pretended like you knew for the most part. Like, don't tell me what to do. Like, I know better. And yeah. And that's what I'm seeing with those two cards, Deb. Is this like feeling of like, maybe whether you feel like you know better or there's people around you that feel like they know better, there's this energy, okay? But interestingly, you have the grief card. I think this came up for you last time, didn't it? There's grief processing for you intergenerationally, your personal grief, whatever. It could be definitely intergenerationally though, being that there's this bit of this like energy of this like youth. Okay, you in the development stages still. And then you have the impatience card. It's almost like you just want to be there already. You want to have moved through everything already, and yet you're being told by spirit like just slow down, like it's like a seeing spirit as like this hippie, like high hippie, like yo dude, like it's okay. What is that energy? Anyways, and this blue being tied to the throat, something here from heart, lung, to larynx, to throat. So we're going to just call in the gentleness for you, Deb, as you go through this grieving process, as you learn patience for yourself and for those around you, okay? Because those around you are also learning at their own developmental stage. Ooh, you see that? That flew out. Forgiveness for you as well. There's something here. So who and what right now needs forgiveness from you, for you towards? When we've been harmed, it doesn't mean that we need to necessarily say, oh, okay, it's okay, I'm gonna let you back in my life. And it's like, we're just saying, like, I forgive the person for their actions. I'm not saying that it was all right and that I'm gonna let it happen again, or that it's okay, that whatever. That's like, but no, I'm freeing myself from that situation, that person, that experience. I want to feel better already. I hear that. As I read through a journal and I was like, oh my God, literally for the past like month or two, I've been like working really diligently on this like book, going through the journal and seeing it's like this kind of cross-reference thing. And like every time I go into the journal, I'm like, oh my God, like to the day pretty much. Because we're around like February, March. It's like, this is what I was going through last year. It's like, how come it's still happening? What? Come on. Like, we got to get moving from this. Why is there no progress? And yet, again, that invitation here of like, there is progress, even when it doesn't seem like there is. So you being allowed to see, where has there been progress, Deb? Yeah, maybe it's mini me. Yeah, it's this young version of you, adolescent. It's something around your adolescence. 14, 15, 16. That's what I'm kind of getting at. You have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to? And then it says here, yes. Just say yes. So whatever it is that you're maybe feeling a choice on, Deb, I feel like you're being told to say yes to that. And then finally, we're going to just call to the Pleiades, the Pleiadian energies, that blue light of supporting you with the healing of whatever this grief is. Can you surrender? And you can imagine the 7 sisters, those stars of the Pleiades above your head, and let them just shine and guide you. And the Pleiadians, when they show up, they often do like psychic surgery. So I'm going to like just, whatever they're going to do. It's in your highest good. So calling those beings to support you, healing this grief across all timelines, all generations, galactic and otherwise. You can just breathe that into your lungs, into your heart. Because this grief, what's happening here, it says on the card, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. What many people, many of you here, you know, because I feel like we're all connected, many of you are reviewing and healing for the entire collective, the whole planet. So this grief has been going on for a long time. We're doing it for our ancestry, for like the intergenerational pieces, our parents and so forth, and also for the collective, the world. We're doing it for the feminine. If you're a woman, you're doing it for the masculine. If you're a man, like, or however it might be, for the racial, cultural pieces too. There's endless amounts of collective healing. And this Palladian energy, the star seed energy that many of you are, Deb, like you are this. So how can you connect to it? Allow them to guide you and support you with this grieving process, because it's like your job. It doesn't have to necessarily be heavy all the time. It definitely is going to be the challenging moments that you're being told by these Palladian beings, like, we got you, it's okay, and you've done this many times before, and thank you for doing it again. Okay? Let them take a lot of that sadness, that grief, when it's just so unbearable. Just ask them to. Okay? Okay, I think that's it, Deb. All the Palladians. Irai sin ai ishtante inai karai sundaram in arai in inai. They just like love all of us, and like really want us to know that we all are love. We are loved. So that love encompassing and surrounding all of us, especially when we don't feel like we have that love around us. Okay. So Craven Moorhead, I think I'd seen that you put something, but I don't know if you really want a card. I didn't see your name again. So if you do, you can let me know. I'm going to Jessica. Jessica. And I see there's lots of people watching, so if you want a card, just let me know. And by card, I mean cards, because you know how it goes here. Nice to have you all join in. Jessica Swords. What cards have to reveal for you as you dozed off and went into some altered state? What messages did you receive for us? You know, the place of the dream time. Cards for Jessica. There's so much power within that. And the dream wants to dream you and be dreamed by you. So this opposition that maybe you're experiencing, Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands, it was in reverse. I'm just speaking that to you, but I don't really read it like that. There's something here about you like flipping yourself into the power instead of this opposition. I love how she has a sunflower behind her. Oh, we got two cards. We have the Seven of Swords and we have Death. Oh, you weren't in the Ouroboros 7/13th gathering on the Saturday, Jessica, but we talked about the Death card. Oh, there's some lady walking by with a really furry coat. That's exciting. My little ADHD mind there, but Um, I don't know why I had to say that. Maybe that's something. Are you feeling like you're like, woo? You know, because we got this here. I feel like maybe what's happening here is just like opposition. For so long, Jessica, maybe you were like fighting away the things and fighting from like the work is what I want to say. Fighting off the work, fighting off this like opposition, so to speak, of like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Or that thing that's coming for me. No, 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 no. And it's like you've kind of gained the sense of regality. We have the Queen of Wands here. There's mystery too with the black cat. There's something here that's like curious and powerful in its shadow, yet also connected to the light because we have the sunflower here, which she is holding as well, actually. The fire of Leo here in a way. So what is this? The Leo being the big lion and the black cat being the mysterious, shadowy, hidden, able to mischievously go through. I'm not even sure if this makes sense. I'm just saying words, okay? It seems like that's okay because it'll resonate in some form, I'm sure. And then we have the Seven of Swords. So this ADHD mind, this like this place here of this like transition where now you stepped into power, now you can do the work because you're like not necessarily fighting it. And yet it's becoming too much to carry because you can't take everything. Okay? Like this person's carrying these swords, walking away from the camp, like the military camp, and like has a smile on his face, and he looks and is like, oh crap, there's still two more swords. I want to carry them all. How is this your life, Jessica? Can you be okay with what you have and leave behind the other pieces that are sitting there or standing there unguarded? You got a lot of fire energy. I'm just noticing really his feet in the red of Gabura. That place of like strength and severity. This is that Marsian energy. Marsian? Martian? Mars. So very, very much a masculine energy. Okay. There's something about Mars, I guess I'm just wanting to speak to you. Okay, interesting. Because then death here. Hi, Willow Tree. Hi, nice to see you. Death is tied to Scorpio, which is technically ruled by Mars. So Mars and Pluto, Scorpio, this energy here. There's some opposition. It's like a masculine feminine thing that seems to be going between the action and the oppression, Jessica, and then the death of surrender, the letting go. So however this is that it's showing up for you, like if you can like be around a cat, because I laid the Queen of Wands is kind of like, it's almost like this is how it came out. I'm almost seeing this death aspect as being in the cat. So if you can like get to a black cat or be around a black cat, or if a black cat's been following you because God knows that the cats just show up, I think do what you can to maybe engage with that and be open to receiving some guidance and some messages. Okay. To the bottom. Be okay to be the fool around that whole little experiment, Jessica. Anyways, Willow Tree, yeah, if you'd like cards pulled, let me know. Bastet, you said. Okay. Yeah, David, thank you for that little Egyptian connection. I'm traveling back up north on the 1st to take care of my cat as my mom is on holiday. He's gray. Oh, interesting. Well, I think that's fine because there's lots of gray in the card. Like both the Queen of Wands card at the bottom of her throne is gray. Again, that wisdom in this card is mostly gray. The wisdom within that whole process. So you have perfection and you have service, Jessica, as well. Okay, Willow Tree. Yeah, we'll pull you cards after. Here. Yeah, I feel like this is just tied to some healing pieces around grandmother. I can feel this energy in the heart. It's kind of the same like grieving energy. So, so even if you're traveling, if you're doing this process, whatever this death energy is, and this like is, it's like being of service to those transitioning, to those people as we support, and that we can do that even without being there physically. Um, Even if they've transitioned already, like it can be a way for you to support, like mediumship and that it's like the psychopomp or death walker. It's like connecting with the energy of the guides of these entities, human souls that have transitioned or trying to transition, or maybe still having remnants somewhere. Like this is like for you to be of service is what's showing up. It's going to help you to heal. Maybe there's even someone though around you that's like grieving the loss. Like how can you be of service to them? And it's not about perfection of how you do it. Okay, you don't need to know some tool or way in which you do it. You just do it like naturally is what I'm seeing, because you have this gift of the feminine. You have this gift of the speaking, the power of this. Okay. I'm still grieving my grandma's death. Yeah, let's pull some cards. Let's put one of these cards around that, because I can feel that too. Maybe we call to those Palladian energies as well. Yeah. So that love of the heart, Jessica, breathing in the green, the blue, calling to those Palladians who are still here. Hirain ai karandor, nain korm nganaya sundar vaishta indain, in arandoi, indendei, arai koishtota. Breathing the vibrations into your heart. It's really inviting you to breathe that, Jessica, whatever that is, that energy moving, shifting. Whatever images and insights show up for you, whatever anxieties or tension show up. Just that love to you. Yeah, I invite you, Jessica, to like sit in that. That's what it feels like. It's just again, it's interesting. Just this need for like quiet, still peace and quiet. I think the swords cards are work. So much work to try and get it. So writing proposals, and that takes weeks, and that's unpaid, and it's yet to get me paid work. And I'm so tired and living in my van without heat and water, which is fine, as I've been in it nearly 2 years, but I've had some recent moments when it's been too much. Yeah. Yeah, I hear that. That would be a lot, And it sounds like you're going to get a chance to go back home, I want to say, and maybe have a period of time to be in another space. I hope, perhaps, if it's safe for you to do so. I'm doing this the hardest way, but I have no option with the lack of money. But let's rephrase that, if I may, word police you. I'm doing this the best way that I can with my current resources. And I wonder what resources want to show up so that this can happen with more ease. So holding that for you, Jessica. Yeah. Yeah, really, if you work with the Palladian energy, I want to invite you to maybe do that, and yeah, I don't really like word policing. I just really felt like that needed to, question. Because again, there's something about this opposition and this carrying weight. It's like you want to. And I get it. I get it. It's like there's so many pieces around that. I think it's tied to the worth, the perfection stuff. So what if life could be easy and you know that you deserve? What's it going to take for you to know you deserve to have it easy? And take might not even be that, like, you know, how can spirit show you that you deserve to have it easy? So whatever this shift is coming up on the 1st, you know, like just be open to that. And I'm trying at the moment to get my mind right, turn things around. I need some luxury, so need to let it come in. Oh, what was that name? So just going to vibrate these names here for each of you. The Lord of Great Strength, the 9 of Wands energy, Lord of Great Strength. Ayin Mem Mem Hey Het Shin. Ayin Mem Mem Hey Het Shin. That Lord of Strength, to bring in that which you desire, to know your ability to visualize and connect to what wants to be seen so that you can step forward. God makes everything impossible to possible. Am I saying that right? I am so lucky. Everything is working out for me. Yeah. You know, God makes everything go from impossible to possible. I look at it, God makes things possible. Yeah, you know, all these positive messages from all of you community members, like, thank you. No, and that this place, like, life is not easy. It really isn't. And yet it has learning. But it, at the same time, everything is working out for us. We can see it time and time again. I just saw you post something the other day, Jessica, about someone gifting you some stuff, you know, and that, like, that's like, yeah, cool. Like, that, what is that luxury that's continually gifting when it's most needed? Man, so many of us, I feel like we're just really being tested of what abundance is, what we think it needs to be versus what shows up. And yet it shows up all the time. And it's like, oh, look, I still have the thing that's like necessary here. So we're continuing this path together. Let's continue to keep the faith that we're traversing all of this for ourselves and the collective. They gifted me camping gas for my stoves. I couldn't buy it anywhere. First time it's ever happened to me. So first time, interesting. You've created some shift for yourself. You've created some shift, and you got like a lot of gas there. You know, that was cool. Like, so what else is possible? What else is coming? What else wants to come? This being of service. I wanted to say that you wrote about writing. You know, you writing and putting those proposals, wording it from not from a place of money, but how are you being of service? What value are you bringing to those people that you are writing proposals for? And if it's like, you're like, yeah, oh my gosh, this is such a great idea. This is going to help them with this. It's going to help them with that. That energy there, that's the abundance. And that's also going to bring more opportunity to you and to those people that you're being of service to. Okay, Jessica? Ooh, I love this. You guys are so awesome. Okay. Well, we got Willow Tree next. We'll pull some cards for Willow Tree. If anyone else would like cards pulled, you can let me know in the comments. Ooh, my coffee's getting a little cold, you guys. We've been on here for over an hour. What happens? I get like my drink and then my partner brings it in for me like a loving man that he is, and then it's cold. You're welcome, Jessica. Yeah. And you know, like none of this that we're saying, this is not about toxic positivity. You're like, oh no, just think positive, everything's gonna go. But it's like, yeah, life is shit sometimes. And also, it's gonna work out for you. Like we're naming it, we're claiming it. Okay? This is what we're doing here. Start dismissing the negative. It's be with it, heal it when it wants to be, and it's time for it to be healed. The grief, the sorrow, the loss, the anger, whatever those emotions are. And then it's like, we're here as a community. When two or more are gathered, that's where spirit is, and that's where shit gets done. Okay, willow tree. Woo. Ooh. That was kind of cool. Do you see it? Like literally just go, woo. May the ancestors bless us. Ashe. Ashe, right? Yes. Thank you, David. So willow tree, you pulled the Ace of Cups this morning, I think is what you... Okay, cool. Cool. Well, you got the High Priestess here. Let's see what other cards are here for you, willow tree. What else do we have in terms of messages? Ooh, ooh. Okay, well, this one's like facing up. Oh, interesting. The Death card was underneath there. I'm going to leave it like this, kind of the same way it was laid out for Jessica. Interesting you said that about the Ace of Cups, willow tree. I heard a crow this morning. Oh my gosh. Kind of weird. I just don't, whatever reason, I have to say this now because you said that, David, but like where we moved to now, there's like all these crows. And even this morning, driving my kid to school, it's like these crows, ravens, they're like, there's probably like 30 of them in the trees. I don't know what they're doing. They're just hanging out all the time in this whole, like, it's like a block radius. And yeah, anyways, whatever those birds are for you, the wisdom. The Ace of Cups. That's what you said, right? Ace of Cups. This is the Ace of Cups and the Four of Cups. If you want to take a check, see, where is your attention going, willow tree? Look, spirit's handing you something and you're just like, these are my problems over here. These are the problems I need to fix. I need to resolve this emotional pain over here, here, here. And yet there's something coming in elsewhere that's like, this is the main thing you need to look at. Okay? It started with the High Priestess card. So there's something your womb, your intuition is guiding you with here. So what is it? You need to tune into that Yesodian energy. Shaddai El Chai, as we tuned into during the kind of collective energy healing. I think that's when we did that. Where everything sometimes just becomes a blur, you guys. This balance here. There's something here. So we just are leaving the full moon now, and it's a waning, well, wax on, waning moon. So around the crescent time, which would be what? I'm just looking at my little map thing here. Maybe like the second, the third, yeah, the second or the first or second of March. There's something here. Whoa, that's this week. So that would kind of make sense, I guess. Okay. There's something there that wants you to explore it. And it may feel like this tower moment. Okay? It may feel like this tower moment. And underneath it was the Death card. It might seem extreme, not as like a fearful thing. It's like this is like a necessary illumination that's occurring to clear the unnecessary energies from your life, willow tree. Not the tower, oh my. Oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank on the tower? What letter is the tower? Anybody help me out with this? Because my books are somewhere over there. Um, have I said this with you before, Willow Tree? I know sometimes it comes up with you like it's almost like there's something here that's like blocking. It's like not allowing yourself to perceive it like through the veil. And so that's why this whole experience of the tower is going to happen because it needs to wake you up. Um, yeah. Pay. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Yes, so pay the mouth. Mars energy as well. Okay. Thank you. Um, let's pull some other cards. Instead of me, see, it's like I'm trying to, it's almost like maybe this is what you're trying to like analyze it instead of just being with it. And next step, okay, let's pull some more cards, okay? Yeah, I see why the Tower card is like scary, and yet it's actually this is also to me like spiritual awakening. You got the lightning flash here, which happens when we go through the tree of life, right? Lightning flash from spirit down to earth. And we got all these little illuminations of yods, these little lanterns from the Hermit card all over, bathing these people pretty much as they fall. So it really is. You know, there's a crown at the top. So to me, that's like the moving from the past spiritual awareness to the next level of spiritual awareness. Which card here for Willow Tree? Okay, is it this one? Because, okay, well, it says heal. I'm going to pull two. Man, we got a lot of heart stuff going on today. People, green chakras, etc. So there's healing, and then we got this like beautiful reminder of the sun that's coming as well. So what happens after a rainstorm? You know, the intensity of lightning and thunder and blah, 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 darkness. And then the sun peers through, and then there's a beautiful rainbow, and there's this healing. There's this reminder of the contracts, I guess, between humanity and God, if we want to call it that. This affirmation of what is meant to be for your life. And so even with this process, and I want to point out, it's funny how this card came out again, death. We talked about it in the gathering on Saturday. So if any of you are ever interested in joining that, you know, it's a free gathering. You can tune in. Like I put it by donation just because I feel like that gives people an opportunity to give and receive. But you can always join. Go to my website. I post the Zoom link as well in the community member page. Otherwise, just go to my website, deepmindsquare.com, sign up for Saturday's gathering, 9:30 Mountain Standard Time. We're going to be meeting again. In this past one, we talked about this light in the back of the death card, the sun, this rebirthing process that comes with death. So what is it that is rebirthing for you, Willow Tree? Even if it's like the connection to your emotionality, really, which could be because this Ace of Cups, the Four of Cups, you know, this realization of what is actually important around your emotions, not the things that you've thought were emotionally necessary based on childhood experiences or programming. So there's definitely this like rebirthing, even though it started with like, oh my God, it's like there's something like really cool. It's cool that it's like the sun's there. Yeah, I'm gonna pull one of these for you. You're like, I'm gonna pull one of these cards for you. No, the cards are just gonna jump out of the deck for you is what's happening. Healing the feminine energy, the goddess. That's this, man. That's that. This healing that's happening, this awakening is ultimately the feminine energy, the high priestess, the intuition, the womb. I think someone said the veil. The veil. Oh, I said the veil, didn't I? And then the veil behind the priestess even. Every day I write these things on a whiteboard. Tuesday is Mars, pay, tower, and other parts to study. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, great idea. Yeah, totally. I mean, this, you know, we daily practice. So cool. I did say veil, didn't I? Words are coming from somewhere. Anything else I need to say about this? I'm like, want to say like body love here. This body love, all bodies, all parts of your body too, Willow Tree. If this is something that's been showing up for you, speak to your body in the mirror, love your body, do that healing self-talk. That can be so supportive, okay? So yeah, I think I'm going to end with that for you, Willow Tree. See what shows up this week as you continue your journey. Whew, folks, thank you. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think there's anyone else that would requested any cards, so we're going to close off here. I'm going to go heat up my coffee. And yeah, so just breathing in here. Let's take a deep breath in together on empty lungs. Inhaling. And letting it go. Let's do that again. Inhaling. And letting that go. And the last time in through the nose. Pausing at the top. And letting it go. And letting your breath return to a normal pace for you. Seeing where that breath lands. And bringing awareness to the soles of your feet. To the sits bones on your chair. To that root and connection to the earth. The earth, which is our stability, our foundation. It feeds us, nourishes our bodies, brings us the oxygen so we can breathe. And it gives us endless opportunities to experience life in so many magical ways. And so my prayer for you as you go on this week is to continue to open up. Open your heart, open your mind to the possibilities that are meant for you. Magic that is calling you to witness it through the patterns, the synchronicities, the guidance, internal and external, that shows up on your path. May it deepen the trust to your womb, to that inner knowing. And whatever creative sparks or ideas that Spirit has for you, may they be clear as day as you continue on your path this week. So wherever you are, I look forward to seeing you again virtually, maybe Saturday at the Circle. Again, you can check out my website, deepmindsquared.com, if you want to do that, if you're not in the community portal here on YouTube. And if not, next Monday, we'll be back on here live. So until then, folks, yeah, take care.